To go.
Yes, Duda, could you imagine living in a different type of region?
Yes,
What type
every
of region?
day. Um,
In a
I like
rich region. No, just
I
kidding.
like live in João Pessoa. I don't like living in Campina.
Oh,
João
really?
Pessoa, São Paulo, the type region.
The type of
Because
region? Yeah, it's okay.
teacher,
Different region,
Campina
different
is more.
city.
Campina. It's calm. Don't have country you go because in Campina there are como é bar em
Bars
bars or shopping
or the mall?
or the malls.
I don't like Campina.
Não tem nada o que fazer.
Campina,
Never been to
it's
Campina.
One
E sal.
the best part de Campina is São João. It June and Julie.
July.
Yes, I love São João. Parque do Povo, 30 days
Party.
the party.
I've never been to Campina before. Can you imagine?
Assim, the climate is very good because the day it's not hot, but the climate é um clima gostosinho, não é quente. Não
A
é como
cool
João Pessoa.
weather.
João Pessoa você toma banho e se sente sujo quanto da umidade.
Really, you do? I don't.
É
I just
sério.
think it's too hot. Too hot.
Pronto.
But
E
Guarabira
de
is
noite aqui é
even
muito
worse, right,
frio.
Mari? Guarabira is even hotter than João Pessoa,
Yeah.
guys. It's really
Pronto. E
De
It's
lugar
crazy.
para sair, de lugar para sair é calor. Guarabeira não tem nada. E calor é o sol, bate do lado. Só isso.
Guarabira has a bar now. It's Cabana del Fuego.
Pelo amor de Deus.
Campinas
like
é
it?
muito bom.
Nunca fui, nunca tive.
Duda, 2 minutes ago, Duda was like, I hate Campina. I don't want to live in Campina. 2 minutes later, Campina is really good.
Não, é muito bom por conta tipo, é tudo perto, tem tudo perto. Pronto,
Is
João
it a
Pessoa.
big city or a small city? It's a big city, right?
Medium city.
Medium
Because
city.
Campina is the pole education. Yes.
Really?
The pole education, yes. Tipo, tem muita pesquisa, muita gente de fora vem morar em Campina. Tanto pelo custo.
Oh.
Não, mas é um polo muito, tipo, educacional.
Oh, like you mean that there are too many universities, too many... Oh, I see.
Yes. It's good because the climate, the people, the city is
It's
more...
young people, right?
The city is more clean than João
It's
Pessoa.
cleaner than João
Cleaner.
Pessoa?
Yes. But I don't like live in here. My boyfriend go to other region and I go. Eu não vou ficar aqui sozinha?
Where is he going?
Yes.
Where is he going?
Teacher, your course don't have area to the professional area in Campina.
And where does he want to go?
Tipo, Minas Gerais, Campo Grande, São Paulo.
He wants to go there? To live there?
No, she go. He go.
He already went?
No.
Is he going? He
Going.
wants to go or he already went?
Everyone, entendi.
Already went, já foi.
No, go.
He's still going to go, okay. I really want new regions. I want to go to Canada. I wanted to live in Canada. It doesn't matter where, I just want to live there. But what kind of region? We're not talking about... Oh, wait for Claudio. I didn't see it was a dog at first. I was like, what is that?
My dog.
Your dog. Is it a she or a he?
He,
What's his name?
Toby.
Hi, Claudio.
Hello.
So, what about, now let's do it like this. Claudio asks Duda, Duda asks Mari, Mari asks Claudio. Okay?
Okay.
Now go, Duda.
Okay. 1 minute. The second question or
The
sorry.
second.
Could you imagine living in a different type of region?
Mari.
I live in João Pessoa in the neighborhood Manaíra. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. I like my neighborhood, então I couldn't. Como posso falar? I couldn't
Exchange?
next change. Ah, não queria mudar.
You wouldn't? Okay. That's good. And now Mari asks Claudio.
Question 3, because I already answered the question 2.
Oh, you already answered?
Yes.
Sorry, it's okay. So Claudio asks the number 3 to Duda.
Okay, Duda, what benefits are there to living in the suburbs?
Benefits. Teacher. More people go to suburbs because the city is more, tipo, é muito concentrado.
Too crowded.
Repeat,
Too
teacher?
crowded.
Too
Muito
crowded.
cheia.
And the benefits, the best part is the segurança,
The safety.
and it's possibly you have the relation to da natureza, tipo uma relação
With
melhor
nature?
com
With nature.
with
That's
nature.
a good point, Duda.
But, é porque eu sou arquiteta, então, tipo, não tem ponto positivo, mas muito ruim isso.
Do you think it's bad? Why?
Porque as pessoas estão indo para o subúrbio porque simplesmente acabaram a cidade. Não existe mais cidade hoje em dia. Tipo, como eu posso dizer, as pessoas estão migrando porque elas preferem, tipo, como eu posso dizer? Eu deformei a cidade, tipo, a gente acaba a cidade, não limpa, não toma cuidado com os bens da gente. Aí a solução da gente é simplesmente migrar para outro ambiente, sendo que isso deveria ser uma relação com a cidade, deixa de o indivíduo ter uma relação com a cidade, que realmente deveria acontecer. Então, tipo, os condomínios fechados são uma forma de privatização. É uma privatização da sociedade, porque cada vez mais os condomínios fechados, eles proporcionam que você não saia dali, fica ali e, tipo, não tem essa relação com a cidade. Então, hoje em dia, o que é que acontece? As pessoas, elas não vivem uma relação mais com a cidade. Você sai de casa, vai para o seu ambiente de trabalho com vidro fechado, você não interage mais com a cidade. Então, quando você não interage, então o que é que acontece? Muitas coisas vão acontecer na questão de pronto, a questão dos muros serem altos na cidade mesmo. Isso é uma coisa que afeta consideravelmente os usuários, as pessoas que andam a pé, as pessoas que andam naquele lugar, porque a falta de segurança. Isso é uma questão, tipo, uma pesquisa até mesmo fala. Muros muito altos, eles trazem uma falta de segurança. Quando você está passeando em um canto que os muros são mais baixos, essas coisas todas, isso promove mais segurança para o usuário. Então, assim, é uma coisa muito boa, mas é uma coisa muito ruim, sabe? É uma coisa que tende a acontecer, mas é simplesmente, tipo, você querer, não é gastar, mas você prefere resolver o problema de uma outra forma. Entendeu?
Tirou 1000 no Enem. Just kidding. I loved it. I saw a research, Duda, that people that steal, like robbers, they prefer to steal houses with the tall walls because they imagine that it's harder for other people to see what's going on inside. Did you know that?
Até, professora, até uma coisa que a gente estuda muito. A questão dos portões influenciam. Pronto, antigamente a questão das portas, elas serem próximas da rua, isso permite, tipo, tanto a interação das pessoas como a questão de segurança, porque quem estava fora escuta quem está dentro. Tipo, quem está dentro escuta o que está acontecendo lá fora. E hoje em dia as casas, elas têm recursos, então, tipo, resumindo, hoje em dia o indivíduo não tem mais uma relação com a cidade. Não tem mais uma relação. Então, você anda de carro, você anda com o ar-condicionadozinho, os vidros fechados, e você sai da sua casa, vai para o seu ambiente de trabalho, do ambiente de trabalho vai para casa. Então, resumindo, não interage mais. Você não vai ver mais pessoas andando de bicicleta. Então, assim, isso é uma polêmica muito grande no meu curso.
Olha, eu vou ser polêmica também. I love not to interact. I'm not an interactive person. I interact when I have to, but if I can not interact, I'll be like, quietly.
No, I don't interact, but it's the problem. Eu não
I know what you mean. Yeah, when I was younger and I used to live in Guarabira, my mother and my neighbor, they used to put the chairs outside of the house and sit in front of the house and just talk to each other, tell each other what happened, talk about different things. I know what you mean, but nowadays I imagine that this interaction, it's not just because of the urbanization or anything like that, but also about safety. I don't feel safe to sit in a chair, use my cell phone, or to talk to other people because I feel like anybody that crosses the street is going to steal me. And it's about safety. If we compare, for example, Brazil and Canada, it's really hard to see closed houses or houses with walls in front of them because they feel safer not to have them. In Brazil, we want tall walls because we feel like nobody's going to cross our house. And as we don't have safety, we prefer to just enclose ourselves at home than to go out and talk to a neighbor. I don't really know my neighbors when I used to live at houses. Now I live in an apartment, and yes, we have a condo, un condominio, it's a condo. We still talk to each other, but not very often. And I believe that's also because of what you said, Duda. It's
the safety is the more questions they discuss because how can I say mudou?
It changed.
They change the life the people the kids don't go to
play.
the streets, don't
play anymore.
Yes, don't go. No, you don't see the kids play
on the streets.
Play sport or don't have in the streets. It's in the condo in the suburbia, possibly the kids go to the streets, tipo, possibilita as crianças fazerem isso, sabe? Então, assim, é uma discussão muito grande no curso.
Yeah, it feels like it's just because it's a community, right? It's a community. A condo is a community. And I know what you mean, that kids only, for example, play in their community. They don't have communities outside. You would love to come here at my house because you would see that in real life. We live in a condo, and right in front of our condo, there are a couple houses, and people have a lot of children there, and the kids still play outside. They still do. Not very often, but you can see them. And they go until like 11 p.m. in front of their houses. Because here it's like, it's safer than other places, you know? I felt that. But we also have kids inside the condo, and they don't play outside. They only play inside.
Teacher, this question is more important because in my course, more teacher me, tipo, muitos professores meus have the different opinions about this. I was no, né? There I was the best. I was the teacher. My teacher don't have the car. She go everything place the bike. Don't like
bike?
car. Yeah, the bike.
I don't even know how to ride a bike.
Ela odeia. Ela não é a favor de carro. Ela vendeu
Really?
o carro dela e tipo ela só anda de bike. Ela sai tipo do centro da cidade até a Facisa, tipo, de bicicleta, logo cedo.
I wish I knew how to ride a bike because I feel like it's amazing, but I don't know how to ride a bike. I have to learn.
She don't
My
like
boyfriend, he rides a bike, and he goes like from his house to the airport, from his house to the beach. He lives in, what's the name? Bairro das Indústrias. Do you know it?
yeah.
It's in the way to Recife. He goes from there to the beach, to Cabo Branco, and from there to the airport by bike, just for fun.
My teacher don't like take the Uber. Don't
Really?
like.
I love Uber. I take Uber every single
Take
day.
the Uber in the day que tipo tá tipo um toró, aí ela tem que pegar, porque ela tem um compromisso, mas ela é a favor de bikes. I don't like go to the bike
By car, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now Duda asks Mari.
What the benefits are there to living in the suburbs?
The benefits, I think, in living in the suburbs is not distracted, and more relaxed, more. I think the feel is better, the time, the air. I don't know.
I see what you mean. You think it's a different vibe.
Yeah. Because the more green, have more green. Né?
It's greener, that's right. Claudio. Mari asks Claudio now. It's your turn.
Claudio, what benefits were there to live in the suburbs?
Well, like you all say, it's very calm, very different from the city. The view it's more relaxed. I could say that.
What do you mean?
Like it's not how can I say the visão poluída? Vision pole?
Como é? Can you repeat this? I just didn't understand what you said.
I try to say that in the suburbs, our perspective, our vision in general, it's very soft, it's very clean, and like the girl said, you can find some Peace,
Green,
peace. Yes.
have
So,
the peace.
and here in Brazil, the suburbs is like of a village. It could be a fancy suburb. It's more safe. So yeah, it's definitely have benefits to live in the suburbs, but not all suburbs.
Yeah, that's good. You forgot one thing, guys. There are bakeries, there are small markets, there are like dinners, lanchonetezinhas. I love it. I love the super for that. You don't think so, Mari? Yes. Okay. I love it because where I live, I have bakeries and everything, but it's not close. I have to walk. I don't want to walk. Just kidding. But like, for example, I believe that, for example, in João Pessoa, I don't go walking from one place to another. If I have the option to go by Uber, I will go by Uber. In Guarabira, when I used to live there, we used to walk the whole city by feet. We used to go the whole city walking. For example, I used to live in Bairro Novo, and I went from Bairro Novo to downtown, from downtown to my grandma's house. She lives in Conjunto Assis Chateaubriand. I don't know if you know, guys. It's like near UPA. It's close to UPA. And I went from my house to downtown, from downtown to my grandma's house, from my grandma's house to my house. And so it goes. I used to go by walking. To school, I also went walking from my house in Bairro Novo to Gel in Guarabira. Walking. I liked it. I mean, because it's the only option. You don't have a lot of options. If you don't have a car and if you're young, that's what you have to do. You go walking. And when you're younger, you also go walking to the square just to go walk. You know, it's what you do in a small city. Okay? So Claudio now asks Duda the fourth question.
As my internet connection is very, very, very bad. I could.
It's okay, honey. You can
Okay,
turn off your camera if you want. So let's do
okay, let
something.
me
The
try.
number 4, it's going to be for everybody, not just for Duda, but Duda, Claudio, and
Okay,
mine.
guys, what do you think you can take it the city out of the city boy means?
I don't understand, teacher, this expression.
It's an expression. You can take the city out. You can't take the city out. You can take the boy from the city, but you can't take the city out of the boy.
I
It's a,
think I get it, the meaning of this phrase.
what do you think?
I think when you grow up in the city, you develop a lot of uh, characteristics. Like it shapes your personality. Like you grow up with a lot of culture, a lot of influence. Depends on the city, of course. But imagine if you grow up here in Recife, uh, you are uh, you are growing saw the carnival, uh, the uh, the history he received in the other cities too. So when you live here in the city and come to a small city, I don't know, or somewhere else, okay, you leave the city, but you still a city boy. You still got all the things you conquer grow up in the city. I don't know. It makes sense to
It does actually. For example, it also happens the same when you go from, actually no. When you go from the suburb to the city life, you turn into a city boy. But when it's the opposite, it's a bit harder. Do you agree, guys?
Yes, but I would say that me in the case, I still uh, I still do many things that I used to do in Guarabira. Like I love stay home. In Guarabira, I used to say no, I'm staying home because there is not to do in the city. But
Yeah.
he received there are a lot of things to do that not involve money, and I still don't do it.
The same with me, Claudia, totally. I do not think you have many things to do in João Pessoa that you don't exactly have to spend a lot of money. But I still don't do it. I love to stay at home. My house, it's already expensive because I have to pay for it every single month. So I'm already spending a lot of money. Just staying at home, it's better. Because I'm already paying for that anyways, and I have to make it worth. So that's why I was stay at home. Just kidding.
Yes, I would say that my house it's my holy ground, and in my room it's my temple.
Yes, totally. I would spend the whole day in my room. I just go out to eat. That's it. Vocab review A, guys. In the beginning of, before we started, in the beginning, when you open the suburbia versus city life, it says that an average American person like moves from one house to another around 12 times in his life.
Yes, yes.
What about you guys? How many times have you guys moved? Guys,
Well, I mean, I'm count.
how many times have you guys already moved from one house to another or one city to another?
Oh, okay. I
Well,
moved five times in the city
Okay.
contest, and from house, wow, I think more than 12, maybe
More than 12. Okay.
more than 12.
What about you, Mari?
Three times.
3 times?
Or se eu for contar com agora aqui de uma pessoa, né?
Yeah, so it's 4 times. Okay. What about you, Duda?
3.
3 times? Guys, believe it or not, I am 20 years old, and when I was 19 or 18, when I was 19, I have already moved like 21 times.
Whoa.
By the age of 19. Not even kidding. Tô nem brincando. Because I don't know, my mother we used to move a lot. We were always moving. We used to spend like a couple months in a house, and then we used to move. We already moved more than once in a year, and I don't know. In my mind, moving a lot was normal. I used to think it was normal until some of my friends from school, they were like, oh no, I live in the same house that I was born. I was like, you do? How is that the feeling? Because I don't. I moved from Guarabira to Pipa, from Pipa to Guarabira, from Guarabira to João Pessoa, and then I stayed in Canada for a while, and then I went back to João Pessoa. Too many movies. I feel like that helps a bit and doesn't help at the same time. We can talk about that later, Claudia, because you already moved a lot. Okay, so guys, we have carpool, convenience, stage, settle down, suburbs, and sacrifice. Let's see.
Teacher, scroll, please. I'm taking notes of the words. Scroll up.
Okay.
Yes. I love the settle down. It's very.
You like
I
the
don't know
word?
how to say. Yeah, I like the word.
I always.
Rima muito.
I remember Adele.
Yes.
You.
Actually, there is an album called The Suburbs
Legal.
of the Arcade Fire. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a very acclaimed album. Actually wins the album of the year in the 2011 Grammy, I think.
Adele?
Yes, no, The Suburbs, the album.
There.
There is an album called The Suburbs.
Okay.
By the Arcade Fire. It's a band, Arcade Fire.
Oh, okay. And it's a clean songs.
Yes, it's very calm down songs that is upbeat sounds, but the main theme in the album, it's like the difference in about living in the city and living in the suburbs. It's very, 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 very good. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna search it later. I liked it. I just don't know. There's a song from Adele that she says that you settle down and something like that. I don't remember right now, but I can remember later. Okay, guys. So what do you think it is? From numbers from 1 to 7 to 6, actually. An arrangement in which 2 or more people are.
Number two, it's suburbs.
Number 2, it's suburbs.
Number 3, it's convenience.
Convenience.
Number 4, settle down.
4?
4, settle down. I think I have to try. Not so sure, but.
What else?
No, it's not settle down, it's sacrifice, sorry. I didn't
Number
see
4?
sacrifice. Yeah, it's a sacrifice, sorry.
Sacrifice, okay. Number 1.
Carpool?
Carpool.
Carpool.
And to stay long term with a family or partner, and a period of development.
A period of development stage.
Okay.
And last one, settle down, I think.
Okay, let's check.
Let me see.
We've got 6 out of 6, very good. Eu não sei se vocês estão me vendo isso. So period of development, it's a stage. This is the stage where happens. To stay long, to settle down, there's a word in Portuguese. Settle down, it's like sossegar. Let's see. It's not sossego, it's sossego. It's like when you stop going out, or, for example, I have settled down in this house. Eu estou... I don't know how to explain that in Portuguese, but I'm settled down in this house. My mom settled down with her partner, okay?
Yeah.
To give up something you love is the sacrifice. Something that suits your needs and makes life easier. It's convenience. Large residential areas outside the urban centers, suburbs. An arrangement in which 2 or more people share driving days. Carpool, carona. Okay? All right. Review B. Colleagues, extracurricular activities, subdivisions, bless you, close-knit, and strip mall.
Well, I won't say a word now. I'll give the chance to girls to answer.
Residential words. No. Close community is the residential. Tipo, various type of roles, house and similar. No. Close.
Here?
No, peraí. Sure.
Let me go down.
Therefore, the activity, the scroll up, teacher, please. Extracurricular activity.
What do you think?
The number 4.
Okay.
To work with. Strip mall, I think is the number 5. Deixa eu ver. Sorry. People you work with. No.
No.
It's no.
People who you work with, what is it?
Deixa eu ver.
Colleagues.
Colleagues. Okay, what else?
Supervision. Residential areas where the type of housing is similar
Throughout. Okay. What else?
I think district mall is strong and well established.
Established and closed it. And no. Strip mall, it's a row of stores where each store has an entrance from outside. Have you guys already seen videos of people in Marshalls, Ross?
Yes.
Yes? So it's basically lots of stores in the same driveway. No, it's not driveway. It's like, it's a bunch of stores that are side by side and they share the same, I forgot the name, where the cars stay. Basically, they share it, and it's not a mall, não é bem mall like Mangabeira or Manaíra. It's like a bunch of stores together that are a mall, you know?
Yes.
So I have a question before we continue. Let's see what it is. It's really missing. Guys, Claudio was saying that he already moved like more than 12 times, right, Claudio?
Yes.
So I have something to ask you. I feel like that happens to me, but anyway, do you also have like the need of having something new in a while? Like sometimes I just want to have I have the necessity to have something new, like a new place
Yes.
to go, a new furniture, a new whatever. I just have to have something new, and I feel bored sometimes. Like
Yes.
you have to change the furniture, you have to do something. Do you have it also?
Yes, I have, and I have another question for you about that. When it happens, you you miss the place after this, like
After we move?
yeah, if after you move, like it's like the present is the need of yeah, a change, at all, but when you change you feel kind of sad and happy at the same time. No, it's not sad. You feel very nostalgic, and like 1 or 2, 3 years later, you feel very nostalgic. Remember the past. Remember your last home. I feel very that because
You
I
feel
live.
bad?
No, I'm feel. No, I feel that. I'm not
You
feel
feel
bad.
nostalgic?
Yes, I feel nostalgic. Like I live in Areia, a city close to
Hmm.
Guarabira, and I lived 6 years, and I graduated and became a master's there, and now and I don't like the city. When I lived there, I didn't like the city at all because it's a very small city, it's smaller than Guarabira.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to think, no, I need to move to a big city. But now I'm living in a big city, and I'm still remember all the things I live in Areia, and I remember with a very feeling of joy and gratefulness. I don't know, it's correct, gratefulness because it's a very important time in my life. It's very moment, how can I say, define meu caráter, define
Yes,
define my
defines your character.
character. So yes, it's crazy.
Well,
I feel a very intensive feelings about that.
yeah, I mean, I do and I don't. I don't have it with all of the houses that I have lived because there are too many, but some of them I do have a nostalgic feeling when I think of them, especially the one that I used to live before my dad passed away, because it was the house that we spent the most time in. Like we lived there, let's say 4 years, and then we went out, and then we lived, I think, 3 more years. So it's like 7 years just in that house. And I feel like that is the house that I miss the most because it's what defined my character. Because like I remembered like my first memory that I had, like I remember when I had like consciousness was in that house. I was like 3 years old, and I remember that my consciousness started there. I still
That's
remember what I
crazy.
thought. I still remember what I was doing. It just felt like when I woke up, it just felt like my house just started. Do you know when you're playing a game and it's the first person? It like you
Yes.
see by the other person's eye, you be like the hands and everything. That's what I felt. And I still remember the feeling. I swear to God that I still remember the feeling. I just remember that I woke up and I was like, where am I?
I would say you
felt-
remember it all too well.
Yes, and it's like I had consciousness at that time. And then many things happened. I remember when I was playing with my father. I remember when I was playing by myself. I remember when my parents were sleeping and I was sleeping. I was like playing by myself. I remember about my dog. That was the first dog that I had, and the only one practically. And I remember so many things, so many things that happened in that house that every time I think about it, I feel really nostalgic. And sometimes I don't even like to remember that. Do you feel it too? Like
Yes.
I just don't like to think about it sometimes. I'd be like, no, let's not go there. Because it's just too many things that happen. Like when you're a child, too much things happen at the same time, right? I think with everybody, with Mari, Duda, Claudia, I believe everybody feels that. When you're a child, so many things happen at the same time, much more than when you're older. I believe so. And all of the things that happened in my life happened there, you know? So it's like I went to that house. Nowadays, nobody lives there, and the house is just like a mess. And it's like it's terrible. Nobody lives there. The plants took over the house. The animals, the insects took over the house. It's not mine, so I can't do much about it. But it's like I just feel like when I entered the house, I just felt like everything that happened to me came at once. It's like it's not my favorite place in the world now, right now, especially because it's terrible. I'm gonna show you the pictures. I think I still have it. It's terrible, but it's a place that makes me feel really, I don't even know. It's not just nostalgic. It makes me feel some type of way that I don't know how to explain yet. Do you know Nismaela
Yes.
from Guarabira?
Yes.
Okay, so the house that I used to live, it's beside her grandma's house. So she was kind of my neighbor. And in front of the house, it's o prédio de Rogéria. Eu conheço assim, né? O prédio de Rogéria. I used to live in front.
Eu morei lá.
Really? I used to live in front. Eu morava na casa da frente, mulher, praticamente.
Eu já morei lá.
Pois bem. E meu pai era muito amigo de Rogério, né? Então, a gente chama de milestone, que são essas memórias.
Quem salvou o Rogério foi meu tio.
Foi quando ele passou mal?
Quem levou ele para o hospital foi meu tio.
Foi de madrugada, eu lembro. Maria, eu acho que foi a única vez que eu vi meu pai chorar. Foi no dia que o Rogério morreu. Ele era muito amigo de Painho. Tipo assim, aliás, eles eram muito amigos. Quando o prédio ainda estava construindo, o Painho ficava fazendo rapel no prédio. Eu lembro que eu estava passeando com ele, quando voltava, ele estava na frente, né, do carro. E aí, toda vez que ele passava, ele tinha que parar e conversar com ele, e conversar e tal, e perguntar como estavam as coisas. Então, a gente chama de milestone, mais uma vocab para vocês. Milestones são essas memórias que a gente tem, esses marcos na vida da gente. Esse milestone, ok?
Okay.
Mari, you were almost my neighbor. I didn't know you were my neighbor, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
Minha mulher.
I live here in 2006 até 2007, 2008.
So it was short. I was living there. I was living there. So Nisma was kind of my neighbor. Era quase minha neighbor. I remember Dona Neuza, a avó dela. She like a thief entered my house to go to her house, stole a chicken, and then went to my house and just left. That's right. And I remember that is another milestone. Too many things happened there. So that's why that is my milestone house. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So much for today's class. I loved it. You made me remember
Me too.
many
Very
things.
nice.
Yeah, it was great, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week, okay?
Okay. See you next week.
Okay.
Good
Bye-bye,
weekend,
guys.
everybody.
Thank you.
Next week.
Have a nice weekend, guys. See you.
See ya.